So I've noticed some people have had some trouble with this Be The Wumpus program, so I thought I'd make a little video showing a little bit about how it works, and maybe this will make it easier for some people. And this isn't, I know it's like called a game, but it's really more like a novelty, just kind of a little science project kind of thing I worked on. It's not meant to be taken too seriously, so don't expect too much, okay? Anyway, there's a debug mode. If you go into bethewumpus.c and look for the word debug mode with no spaces, it's an integer, it's set to 0. If you change it to 1, you actually get to see something, so you can kind of tell a little bit better about what's going on. And if I was ambitious, I'd probably add some kind of training mode to the game so that you could sort of figure it out without doing what I'm doing here. Anyway, I've changed the program around a little bit just for demo purposes here, and let's run it.
Be the Wumpus!
So that little spinning thing is your Wumpus. You can move him backwards and forwards and spin him around. And this isn't a tile-based game. This isn't a tile-based game. It's sort of a floating point game, you might say. So you got your little Wumpus here, and with the left stick you can rotate him by moving it left to right, and with the right stick you can move him backwards and forwards. And if I, little guy's down here in the corner and you're up here, and so if you sort of spin toward him and move, and you can't hear it with the video because the camera I have isn't stereo and I don't have good audio connection here, but all the sounds are kind of stereo, and as you spin around it changes the volume of the left and right side of the stereo track, I think 20 times a second. So as you spin around you get this kind of rotating audio field. In the game there's a waterfall up here at the top, so if I go up there you hear I don't know if you can hear it on the camera, but you can hear the sound of the waterfall getting louder. And over here at this edge there's a sort of drip drip kind of thing happening. So if I go over there, and as you move you make noise. Some of the noise you hear is so you get this drip drip thing over here. So those two things, the waterfall and the drip drip, kind of give you a way to orient yourself as to where you are. If I go over here to where the little guy is, you probably can't hear it, but you can hear his heartbeat and his little, he gets scared and so on. And so you can eat him. And then another guy falls in. And this guy shoots arrows, although the arrows don't do anything. And it goes on like that. So it's really just a novelty, but if you're having trouble sort of figuring out how the controls work or whatever, and somebody, one of the people on the internet said they had, you know, the left stick would make the Wumpus move backwards. Well, that's not supposed to happen. It doesn't happen for me, so I don't know what's going on there. That sounds like some problem with the mapping of the joystick axes. I don't know what kind of joystick you had. And if you happen to have an Xbox 360 controller, then the rumble effect will work, and as you get close, it starts off very faintly, and as you get closer, it gets stronger and stronger and stronger. So that's another sort of cue. Normally this game is meant to be played with the debug mode turned off, in which case all you see is a black square. You don't see these, you know, this little guy or that little guy. So anyway, I hope this helps clear up some of the confusion some people have been having with this game, and gives you an idea of what it's like. It's really just a novelty, so don't think it's any kind of big deal. Don't get your hopes up and be disappointed with it or anything. It's just a stupid little project I did.